If you are a Pueridomo student, you certainly have already heard about Olho de Prata. For those who haven't, it is a scientific and practical project that students in the first year of high school develop and build throughout the year. At the end, they present to a panel of judges composed by teachers. Its main objective is to prepare the students for future college works. The group has to create an original idea that involves physics, chemistry, and biology. The most common projects contain accessible and sustainable solutions for a better world.
My name is Luisa. My name is Regina. Tita. And I'm Marina. We are from first year and we are doing Olho de Prata. Our group is called Home for Less and we are developing a tent for homeless people that can protect them from hot, cold, and rain.
We heard from Olho de Prata for the first time last year on Mostra Cultural when we saw the projects and we thought that it would be a difficult and tough work to do.
We came up with the idea in class when we were trying to find an invention that could combine science and a way that would help our community.
We had some problems such as which fabric we're going to use for the tent, or how to join the concepts of biology, chemistry, and physics.
I'll tell you a little bit about Projeto Olho de Prata. This project, I think, is in the institution for about 7 years. It's in your 7th or 8th edition here in Pueridomos. It's a kind of extracurricular activity, but inside the core curriculum. Olho de Prata developed skills like research according rules of international societies of science. So this is so important to the whole development of our students. We can detect our students, they bring that experience to their life, to their academic life after Pueridomos. The project also developed the investigative character that is so important to all professions, to all kinds of professionalism that you're gonna develop after Pueridomos. And we detect that Olho de Prata can perform, the student can develop a profile of an investigator. For example, a lawyer needs an investigative character, and we should develop in Olho de Prata. It's not a school homework, it's something that students, they must detect. It's more than a school homework, it's a project. We understand that it's a hard time, the project costs a lot to students, but offer either growth and overcome to their academic life.
The students have access to extra classes designed for the project that focus on the topics they need to develop and how their project can relate to the specified subjects. They also have the help of the chemistry teacher, Adalberto Castro, during class time once a week. Students who have done it report having learned a lot with the work. Let's listen to one of them.
What were the things you found most difficult while doing Olho de Prata?
Our first problem was to decide the project, because the first project that we thought we weren't able to produce it, so we thought about the second one. And after the project was decided, our problem was to organize the group, because we had a lot of boys and it was a mess.
And what have you learned, and what were your final considerations?
We learned in this project, we learned to be more responsible for our actions, because it influenced directly in our grades.
Agora sim.
And what were your final considerations?
Well, it helped me to grow as a person, and I learned a lot. I learned also how to deal with people.
Thank you.
There is no point in developing a tough project like Olho de Prata without showing to the public, since it was created to solve a common issue on daily life. Therefore, at the end of the year, we have Mostra Cultural,
where all the groups expose their work for the ski community.
Yeah.
There's also an election where people vote for the best project, and the winning group receives a certificate and a chemistry book. And it is clear the students have a hard time during the development of the work, but it's worth it because they learn how to do a project of this importance, and they also grow. And it is such a great opportunity to develop skills required for academic and professional life.